Hello, my name is Brian Burke, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about my new, recently published single song titled To Be. It's the debut single, the debut statement under my name, Brian Burke. So, let's get to it.
And as soon as you lose control, the lights will hang low. And as soon as you close the door, the lights will hit the floor.
So to start off, when was this song written, recorded, and produced? And this song is a rather recent song. I actually started composing it it was like the early days of January of this year to 2024. And you know, it's not that complex of a song. So the basic bass chord and structure, because it was written on a bass, was finished relatively quickly, in a matter of a day or two, 3 days. And for the rest of that month, I kind of just worked on I laid down the basic bass tracks as recordings, which is now what you eventually, the bass being played on the official recording here, was recorded in January, early January. And then the lyrics and vocals took a few weeks to finalize. Took the rest of January to finalize, which then in February, once the lyrics and vocals were finalized, I moved on to recording the final takes, the final vocal takes that you now hear in the song. March was just was doing some touch-ups to the track, and finalizing a lot of details, and then the song was prepared to be officially published in the early days of April here, and here we are. So it was kind of a hastily done process, and I did kind of cut it close here. Was almost a little worried I couldn't get it done in time, but you know, I like the results. Yeah, and I actually really wanted, I really do just want to like keep it simple and minimalist, really. That's definitely a deliberate choice. There's all sorts of things I could have added to this song and could have cleaned this song up a bit, but I didn't, because I just want to keep it simple. For some reason, I have this philosophy and this urge to put together music rather quickly, because I just feel like I've released like year-old recordings before, and it always feels a little bit stale, and it doesn't feel of the moment. So I do often have this struggle of trying to make the work as good as possible while trying to get it out on time, trying to remain prudent. It's always a struggle, but it's a fun challenge. It's almost feels like the song should be released right as you're like recording it and writing it, in a way, for me, because by the time it's ready to release, it's already out of season. So it's a never-ending struggle to keep up with that. But this song is definitely a recent song. Is definitely, I think, a song of now. I guess next question is what brings the release now? And I chose to release this now. Well, there's never really, I feel like, a clear answer of why or when I decide to release. It's always an abstract sort of feeling of when I know it's ready and I know it's time. But months ago, I had the vague idea that I wanted to start like a new project. I got the idea that I definitely wanted a first single to come out in April of this year. And I played around with a few dates, but for some reason the 4th and the 5th, particularly the 4th, Thursday, seemed like a good fit, and I decided to go for it. And that was the date. About Intro versus Dark Age Nostalgia, which comes out Friday, the 12th, and the close release dates. You know, I don't want to speak for him, for Kevin, Introverse, but I had April, I was eyeing April long before he decided April would be the Dan, the Dark Age Nostalgia release date. But I'm okay with it. I like it. I think it's gonna be a moment. Also, the primary reason for the release date, though, would be it has been a year since I released, or pretty much just over a few days over 1 year from when I released the No Bye single for the Nobody, and that was definitely, I think, a bookend, and the following year was definitely a break of sorts. I think marking the anniversary of that with a return with a somewhat different identity under Brian Burke instead of the Nobody would be an interesting and fitting timeline, really. Yeah, I think, I guess it appears rather obvious, but I think I definitely do want a fresh start, and that's a big reason why I would continue under Brian Burke. But I also believe the American people deserve and not just the American people, but the people all around the world deserve a proper introduction to the brain. What better way to do it than through some hopefully beautiful music? Because that's definitely what I do. Plans for the future. I cannot tell you all of my plans, but I think it's pretty obvious at this point that there is going to be more music under the Brian Burke name coming very soon. And the title does hint at a lot. There are a lot of things that are to be. And we'll just have to wait and see, really.
And as long as I don't know, I won't show. With a smile on her face.
Alright, I think that's it. My name is Brian Burke. I am the nobody. I am the brain. Today is April 10th, 2024. It's the afternoon, and I'm going to go work on some new work. Peace. Use your brain.